Okay, my name is Major Midge Boyle, M-I-D-G-E-B-O-Y-L-E. I'm over the Domestic Violence and Crimes Against Children units. Today we're here to talk about some incidents that we've connected that may involve the same suspect. The Dallas Police Department has identified 3 separate incidents where an adult male suspect has approached teenage girls on their way to or from school. We believe all 3 incidents may be related. Informational bulletins were distributed on the first 2 offenses following those offenses. And with a possible 3rd case now, we need the help of the community to identify leads or a suspect in these cases. The first offense occurred on Tuesday, May 26, around 9 a.m. A 17-year-old female was walking to school in the 1000 block of Hutchins Road when she was assaulted by an unknown male. The suspect grabbed the victim, possibly with the intent to abduct her. The victim was able to free herself, and the suspect fled the location in a newer model dark-colored vehicle. The suspect is described as a black male, 25 to 30 years old, 5'6", and 185 pounds. The suspect is wearing a navy blue hoodie and blue jeans. This offense was reported on case number 118721-2015. The second incident occurred on Wednesday, October 14th at about 4:30 p.m. when a 16-year-old female was walking in the 3500 block of Blue Ridge Boulevard. The victim was walking behind the Zion Temple Church when she passed a black 4-door newer model vehicle that was parked on a dirt road behind the church. As she continued to walk across the soccer field at Dorisberry Park, she heard someone running towards her. When the victim turned around, she saw a black male wearing only a t-shirt with his genitals exposed. The female ran from the location and the police were notified. The suspect is described as a black male, 25 to 30 years old, light-skinned, short beard, 5'9", 190 pounds. The suspect is wearing a dark gray polo-type shirt. This offense was reported on case number 239132-2015. Those 2 cases were released right after their occurrence. This latest incident occurred on Wednesday, December 2nd. At about 6:30 p.m. A 14-year-old female and her 17-year-old female friend were walking home from school in the 1000 block of Hutchins Road when they were approached by an unknown male suspect. The suspect exited a vehicle at the location wearing only a shirt and chased the 2 victims while exposing his genitals. The suspect is described as a black male, 25 to 30 years old, 6 foot, 200 pounds, wearing a white shirt. The suspect's vehicle is described as a newer model, black 4-door, possibly a Honda Accord. This offense was reported on case number 280666-2015. The locations of the offenses, the description, and the actions of the suspects, along with the female teenage victims, leads us to believe that these are all related and possibly the same suspect. So right now there's a coordinated effort between the resources of the Investigative Bureau and South Central Patrol Division to locate and identify these suspects, or this suspect. This includes detectives reviewing video from area businesses for possible leads. Again, we ask that anyone having any information on these offenses contact Detective Ortiz at 214-671-4473 or Detective De La Paz at 214-671-4205. We have reason to believe that there may be other victims that have not reported being approached by this suspect.
Do you know from the other 2 incidents, or even this latest one a few weeks ago, is there video? I mean, have your detectives been able to locate
On the first one, and it was released, I believe Chief Sherwin did a press conference back in May on that. They did have some video, but it was very grainy, so they weren't able to get a lot off of it. But from the second and this 3rd offense, they're going back, retrieving, going to other locations, and see if they can connect maybe where to or from he's coming from.
This person's a predator, right? This is a dangerous...
I would say yes, he's a predator. The fact that he has grabbed one of the females, the other females have run, and he hasn't had a chance to grab him, so we have to assume his intentions will only get worse.
Are there? Sorry.
His victims, was there something in common with them? I mean, I know the last one...
Just that they're teenage girls between the ages of 14 and 17, and they have been walking to or from school.
That was my question, actually, if there's any similarities between these victims.
No, just they're walking between, on their way to school or on the way home.
You
We're
mentioned the
talking
event.
about 3 cases and possible more. Are you
Well, the
guys-
3 that we have been reported to us, like again, we've asked for the public to, each time this has happened, for any information or other possible victims to come forward, and as yet, we haven't had any, but we're hoping now, again, with the 3rd time, it's like it's feeling more dire, you know, to let the public know that there is a predator out there and we need to identify him.
And so you mentioned the detectives are going to businesses, are there also, I mean, the other investigative tools, are you talking with neighborhood associations or going to homes? or
Yes,
kind of-
so when they coordinate, the investigative bureau along with the patrol bureau, they reach out and coordinate their efforts so they're not overdoing it. Plus, we have covert and overt ways, you know, police, we don't really reveal our strategies all the time because we do want to apprehend them and not just scare them away.
Are these all in the same area?
2 of them were actually in the same block, that 1,000 block of Hutchins. And the other one was off of Blue Ridge, which I believe is somewhere between 5 and 10 miles away, but it's close to a high school.
I guess it's important to ask, you're trying to apprehend this suspect, this predator. Do you have a message for parents, especially in that community? What would you want parents to tell their children?
To always advise their kids when they're walking to or from, try to go with a group. Like I said, on the last case, there were two girls walking together, which is what probably parents tell their kids to do. But even this, he was bold enough to come at 2 girls together. So as parents should always, you know, if they can walk together in a group, that's the safest way. So, you know, but you can't always, but to run, fight and run.
Was there any indication he had a weapon?
There's been no weapon noted.
And did he make any threats or anything?
No, he did not speak on any of the offenses. Okay, that's about it? Okay. All right, thanks, guys.